So E3 has started.
Yeah.
So let me just tell you a little something.
Talk to me.
Before we dive in.
Yeah. I
We
want to hear.
have it here. The viewers, you can
It's here.
see the glory of EA Play. Because
There's a foot.
they're too good for. They're too good for.
There's a foot over there.
E3.
Way too good.
I wore my Dead Space shirt.
You did.
As a tone setter.
Okay. Not a good tone.
Yeah, it loosely translated into "fuck you." EA.
Fair enough.
I could have worn my N7 shirt.
Right.
Because
it's a good shirt.
They killed Mass Effect.
They did. Yeah.
And worn my Mass Effect Andromeda hat because they killed Mass Effect with Andromeda.
Right.
Let's go with my Undead Stormtrooper, which also loosely translated into "way to go" with Battlefront 2.
Right.
Fuck that all up. But I went with the cancellation and closure of Visceral Game Studios. Yeah, fuck you.
That's our recording.
Right.
Thank you guys.
Later, guys.
And have it like, comments. Hey, I was thinking instead of recording, instead of any of this, I don't want to talk to you. You don't want to talk to me. What if
you like talking? Okay.
We just recorded 20 minutes of you playing your favorite RTS mobile game and just let them watch that? How does that feel?
Dude,
That's what all the big cats are doing.
Yeah, I love.
Let's go.
Command and Conquer.
Here, I'll just hold my phone up to the camera.
There you go.
And then we'll just...
You can just attach a PlayStation
I don't
controller
know
to it.
what to do anymore.
Okay,
Ian.
so here's the thing that I wanted. Oh shit! What did I do with my? Here's the thing. Before we get into the stuff, right? I actually was giving them a chance.
Right.
Well, I want people to understand the mindset that I went into this with.
Yeah.
Which was positive.
Yep.
Hopeful.
Yep.
Optimistic.
Right.
And a little bit of like forgiveness, like a "what have you done for me lately" forgiveness.
Yeah.
I was ready to be like, if you give me a couple of things, I will be willing to start like working back with EA.
Welcome them back with open arms.
And they just took a bucket of shit and
a lot of shit, like a big bucket,
a fire hose,
like a fire hose, full of shit, and we're all just like ah, and yeah, it was rough. We even made it a point on the podcast in one of our last recordings to go into these conferences with a different mindset from last year. For anyone who doesn't know, last year during E3 we had a very bad time,
and we were wrong on some of the stuff.
We were wrong on a lot of stuff. We were maybe a little pessimistic, more than we should have been. So I tried to go into it less curmudgeonly, if you will.
So did I.
We watched it separately. We weren't together.
Right.
So the entire time, all I could
so
wonder,
we weren't feeding off of each other's.
Yeah, exactly. And all I was thinking the whole time, R.I.P. All I was thinking the whole time is what you thought of it, and I was curious. I had a pretty good idea. Usually we're kind of on the same track with that stuff.
Right.
So, yeah. And neither of us enjoyed it very much.
Well,
to put it nicely.
To basically sum up the number one problem, is they didn't show any games.
Right. There were none of those. No,
they didn't show any games.
Command and Conquer was there, and let me tell you.
So like, right here, here's another summation. They spent a lot of time on FIFA.
The foot. Yep.
Which the thing about this, like, the EA doesn't seem to understand. EA looks at FIFA and they say that's our number one moneymaker in the world. It is.
Right. Yeah.
It's not your number one moneymaker in the world because it's featured at your E3 conference.
Correct.
Like, no one who is going to spend $60.
There was a disconnect
on FIFA.
Right.
Is going to do so because they watched part of what you had to say about it.
They're like, man, I think I like soccer now.
FIFA's the biggest. I think it's like the biggest game in the world.
It might be.
It's right up there.
Yeah.
So, as EA, with that incredible license, you can hold a 30-minute FIFA conference whenever you want.
People would watch it.
And all the people who are really into the game will watch it. Get this shit out of your E3 conference. It's there every year.
Yep.
It's brutally painful. It's full of the same information we get every time. The audience is so clearly falling asleep and tuning out during that section. No one's excited about it because it's a yearly franchise. All the sports franchises should have their own. EA should have an EA Ignite Sports Conference, 45 minutes, and talk about, and that would be fine. I would watch it as a fan of some of those games. But don't put them in here because they're annual. And they bring nothing. They don't do anything for your conference.
Yeah,
they're just molasses.
Yeah, it's not a good use of time.
No.
You know, when we're all waiting for whatever we were waiting for.
Or
Nothing that
gameplay?
we got, but we're all waiting. Yeah, so what we're going to do is kind of go through...
Yeah, we're going to go... This is going to be short.
Yeah, it's not going to be long. We're thinking 15, 20 minutes.
We're going to decapitate this conference.
We're going to decapitate the conference, shit in its mouth like they did to us, and go from there.
Can I say I actually like Andrea Renee?
Yeah, I love her.
And she was awful.
She didn't do great. I
like her.
She is, if you don't know Andrea Renee, she's a part of the Kind of Funny team now. She's also featured on What's Good Games with Christine Steimer and someone else's name I don't remember. And I love her. I think she's great. She's a really good face for gaming.
She's full of great ideas and opinions.
She really is a real gamer.
Yes, she's legit.
I think this is one of the first times she's done something this big. And maybe the nerves got to her, or what it sounded like to me, because I listened to her talk a lot, so she's not afraid of speaking. It sounded like it was kind of scripted, and she had an agenda to follow, maybe not her own.
Yeah, just moments.
That's what it felt like. It wasn't
after
her.
Like a trailer where she goes, "Ah,
yeah,
that's so exciting!" I'm like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?"
I don't think it's her though.
No,
you know what I mean. I don't think that was her. Because like I said, I listened to a lot of her content. None of it's like that.
I totally agree because. What is it? Is it Aisha Taylor? What's her? Aisha
Tyler.
Right? Aisha Tyler. Her first time doing Ubisoft was horrible.
Really?
Yeah. She does Ubisoft every year. And her first time doing it was one of the worst, most awkward.
Yeah.
And she's done it every year since, and she's gotten a lot better. So it could just be that, like, it's like that first time hosting one of those. Yeah. It was really bad.
It was very awkward, yeah.
She was awful.
It was pretty awkward.
I'm sorry, because I really, really respect her. They opened with Battlefield 5 and showed no gameplay.
Zero gameplay.
It was just a cut trailer again. It was just like the first one.
Yep.
Could you believe that?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, believe it.
I was blown away.
No, we talked about what do you expect from EA? That's what I mean when I say I can believe it. Like, because I don't know how to be surprised by them anymore, and my bar is so low. Right. That's the problem.
But, like, my bar isn't low for them for like. The bar is low in the sense of decision making for their studios. Yeah. For their games, for their marketing, stuff like that. But, like, they've shown gameplay.
Yeah, I mean,
it's coming out this year, for God's sake.
We talked about it before. You know, one of our biggest expectations going into it was that there would be... We were positive. A thing on both of our lists were, there's going to be Battlefield gameplay. That's why they held off on it before E3. E3's coming up.
Yeah.
We're going to get a long multiplayer
They're just beating leaks.
Right.
I feel like a lot of companies were just getting ahead of leaks and just being like, look, Fallout 76 is coming.
It's coming. Here's
Assassin's Creed's coming. Look,
we'll show you more at E3.
And we got 3 minutes?
We got confirmation that you can dive through windows. That's what we got.
And a battle royale.
Mode.
And a 1 second look. They're going to show the story thing at Microsoft today.
Right.
And I'm very interested in that Norwegian. That's like so cool to me.
The rebellion.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That looks awesome. So I totally want to see that. I'm not going to get my hopes up for that because the war stories for Battlefield 1 looked great and they were not good at all.
Not great, no.
But that said, I'm still excited to see that. I just don't understand why you'd give that to Microsoft when you have nothing to show of your biggest game that's coming out in a few months. Yeah. Like right then I knew, oh no.
Yeah. It was
this
rough.
Is going down the drain.
It was not off to a good start, and it just gets worse, which we'll talk about.
So next, I wrote, no one cares about FIFA.
Okay, that's not true.
And, well, I mean in the context of an EA conference.
Right.
I know, we just talked about, FIFA is like one of the most popular games in the world. It's nothing that they do here will change
It's going to push kind of FIFA.
No one who doesn't like soccer is going to buy FIFA because of this.
It's like, whoa!
And no one who buys FIFA is going to care.
Soccer's really cool. Now I watched E3 and I know that soccer's cool.
In the context of E3, no one cares about FIFA.
Fair enough.
That's what I meant. EA streaming service future interesting. Was the next thing I wrote.
What was that called?
It's EA Access is the current thing that they do now.
Yeah.
But I think he was just talking about Andrew Wilson. Fuck you, Andrew Wilson. He was just talking about the future, the fact that, look, as games industry, I agree with him. As a games industry, we can't ignore what's taken over. Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go. Like, this is the future of games. Xbox is way out ahead of everyone with Game Pass, even though I don't really love it because there's not a bunch of stuff on there. Just what it is, what they've built already is super impressive, and they are light years ahead of everyone else on that end of it.
Right.
So EA Access is the other one there. I love the idea of the subscription service.
Yeah,
it's the future of games.
I was watching the conference live on Twitch, some Twitch channel. A lot of people were streaming themselves watching it. Right. I was watching a streamer, and I've never seen so much venom towards a man as I have when that guy took the stage.
What, you were watching chat? Were you on Twitch?
I was watching. I was in someone's channel, and their chat was exploding with nothing but just
EA
hatred toward this.
Yeah,
game.
it's the worst gaming company right now.
Yeah,
by far.
It's crazy. Just because we talked about that, and it's so crazy just to see people's reactions to it. And I mean, even people who aren't chatting probably feel that way. So it's just crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's really bad, and they had a chance.
Yeah,
to really do something here. I think the worst part of the biggest mistake made. Andrea goes over and awkwardly speaks to Zampella about Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. What? How high was that guy?
Well, I mean, I don't know if he was high. I think he was not supposed to say anything.
It's amazing.
He couldn't say anything. What I don't understand is we've now seen, not that it's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
But we've now seen Sony. I'm just going to use Sony because obviously they're like the best company right now, or one of the best companies. They're not afraid to show you the game a year ahead of time. We saw God of War almost 2 years ahead.
Yeah.
He said that this is coming out next year.
Yeah.
And they don't have a CGI trailer for you. And how do you announce it? Some dude sitting in a chair.
Just awkward.
Just being like, yeah. And she was awkward too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
of course.
my God. It was so bad. Just both of them. It was just the most cringy thing. And I was like, they even showed in the pre-thing right in here somewhere. Let's see. Like right in here somewhere. They show like a lightsaber fight. It's probably from Battlefront.
Oh, yeah.
But still. That's Yoda. I swear to God, yeah. Did you see like the lightsaber buzz right there? They even show that. And like, oh God, it's like the FIFA. There's all the FIFA shit. And here's this. This is their announcement.
Got any other tidbits?
It's not a nice...
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Bad time. This is going to be all dark and serious.
It's amazing.
All right, so...
That's how EA announces a Star Wars game.
It's amazing.
That's how they announce a Star Wars game.
It's so awkward. Oh, my God. That's
Why
probably...
don't you have a gameplay trailer?
I mean... In his defense,
a CGI trailer. It's not his fault. It's EA.
Yeah, the whole thing. Oh my God! Look at that guy between them who's smiling. He looks funny. The whole thing is uncomfortable.
It just. This is the valley for me right here, because it. I don't know.
It's amazing.
Oh my God! That's how they announce a Star Wars game. This should have been Supreme Commander. 30 seconds. Hey, we got a mobile game. Like, you can check it out here. Supreme Commander. It's just a cool little adaptation of a classic game that you can now play on your phone.
Yeah.
Here's a 20-second trailer, and that's it.
Yep.
And then this should have gotten the treatment. It's fucking Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars.
I was really confused by the whole thing. When I was watching it, I was convinced this was an accident. Because it seems so unorganized and kind of sloppy and uncomfortable.
So that would be even worse.
Yeah.
If they accidentally announced a Star Wars game.
And like this guy just happened to show up like a little too drunk and leaked it.
If I'm Disney, I'm just like, I mean, not that Disney's innocent in their treatment of Star Wars so far, but just their, like, you know, you've got to just be like, no.
Yeah.
You know? All right, so that was the worst part for me. Battlefront 2. I said all things considered, not a bad presentation. I appreciate the honesty. I liked the guy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
So
He just came out and he said, we suck.
Yeah.
We created a terrible opening part of this game. We want to fix it. He got excited. He felt like he was genuinely excited about the game.
Yeah.
It made me basically say, if this game's on sale for $10, $20, I'll check it out.
What's weird to me is when EA keeps approaching this topic, and every time Battlefront's even brought up now, I feel like it has a weird vibe behind it because of what happened.
Right.
It always sounds to me like they're acknowledging that what they did was wrong, but there's never, and maybe this is petty, but there's never an apology. They just acknowledge it. You know what I mean? And to me, those are different, and it's not a huge deal. And like I said, it might sound petty, but I feel like they're not actually...
I feel like they did. I feel like DICE did at one point. The thing is, for me... What's even worse is that it's not Andrew Wilson out here saying we effed up.
Right.
You have a developer.
Some guy.
They were doing this under direct orders of EA. You need to make this just a fucking money cow. You know what I mean? Like cash cow. We need to get all the whales and just needs to just pour money out of its every orifice in its body. That's not their. That was not if they could if DICE was not EA and they just got Battlefront,
Right.
it would not have been that way.
Yeah.
It would not have been that way.
Yep. It's a mess.
And they're the ones that have to come out and say, we failed you.
We failed.
DICE,
We made a mistake.
you did
yeah.
nothing wrong.
It's a
You
mess.
are chained by the worst slave master in the gaming industry. I was pumped about this. Is kind of what they're bringing a lot of Clone Wars content.
Yeah.
Battle of Geonosis with a huge map.
Yeah, and he even,
It's all free.
when he brought up Clone Wars, the crowd went crazy, which is awesome.
It got me. I'm interested in playing this game at the right price.
Right.
Definitely interested in playing this game. I'd probably pick it up like on console, just because it's a great game I can pick up for half an hour and put down.
Right. Yep.
Two matches done.
100%.
So if there's some kind of sale for Battlefront 2 for 20 or less, I'd buy it just because of these announcements. And this is all going to be free.
Yeah.
So maybe the high point, which if Star Wars Battlefront 2, no, I would say there was one good thing about this, which we'll get into. Let's see if you agree with me.
Okay.
This was another positive. There was a little bit of positivity in the middle. It wasn't exciting. None of this was very exciting. It was all just talk. We got no gameplay of Geonosis.
Right.
We didn't get to see screenshots.
Nope.
Or cinematics
Nope.
or gameplay of Geonosis.
Nope.
Just a picture of a planet.
Yep.
It's like they weren't ready. It's like they were like, oh, E3's next week? That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm dominating this. I'm sorry.
Not at all. No, I mean Star Wars, man. You know, you're far more knowledgeable on that than I am.
Right, but-
especially more passionate about it. You know, when it comes to this conference in particular and how EA is approaching it. You know how I feel about it, man. I don't know. I just have a weird taste in my mouth from EA and like everything they do right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't trust them.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying, when I was sitting there and the Battlefront 2 thing ended, I was like, that's the least negative I've been so far, which is super surprising.
Yeah.
The next thing was the Unravel 2 gameplay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you ever play Unravel?
Here's the thing. I did with Unraveled
Yeah.
what I do with a lot of these games. I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
The gameplay is fantastic. I bought it like within the first week of its release. Played it for like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't regret the decision to buy it because it's like a vote.
Yeah.
And I'll probably just buy this. I don't even know if I'll play it.
Showing your sport.
They're only $20.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. If you can spend $5-6 on a coffee,
Mhm.
I can spend $20 to support an independent game and shove it up EA's ass.
Yeah.
Because EA doesn't, to their credit, they don't take any money from these guys.
Oh, really?
No.
Cool.
Yeah, they just help them out.
Huh.
It's their attempt at trying to be like.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's actually really good, and you know, it's good that you're wanting to show them support. As far as the presentation goes, I like the gentleman who's speaking. However, it was extremely awkward when they were doing co-op again, but that's just to be expected.
Yeah,
So,
it's awkward. It was awkward, but they're real human beings. You know what I mean? And I appreciated they're real human beings.
Yeah.
I think I even wrote that down somewhere.
They are
Oh,
not
I put
robots.
Unravel 2, first moment of actual gameplay, LOL.
Yeah.
So we're 30 minutes into an hour and 20-minute conference, and this is the first time we saw gameplay of a video game. Live gameplay.
Shout out to you, Unravel 2.
So halfway through the conference almost. And then I capped it off with saying the awesome today. Released, available now.
Yes.
When I met this team and I saw the game, I was personally away to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep.
That's cool.
Which is awesome. That's awesome.
You'll be able to take these.
That, and we talked about it before, that is my favorite thing they do with these presentations. No matter who you are, what game you're developing, or if I'm even going to play it, which I probably won't, that's awesome. I love that. I love there's no waiting. People are excited about it, and you sell it to them while they're hyped about it.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
And I like that you can co-op. You can play with a friend now.
It's great. That's kind of the whole thing of the game, right?
Mhm.
You lose your spark. It's called spark.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Yep. So really pretty little games. I had mixed feelings on this. I liked her because again she was super stressed out.
Yep.
And obviously cares a lot about her project.
Yep.
And seems like a real human being,
Yep.
not these fucking CEO robots that they bring out here. It's excellent and the most fantastic thing.
Boots
We
on the ground.
are EA, and we make great games for the future. Like, yeah, no one believes anything you're saying.
Yeah. Boots on the ground.
She goes on too long. I felt.
Yeah, way
I was
too
like,
long.
Wow.
And I went to that point.
I'm really bored.
To that point, I left halfway through this thing because I was watching it live. I couldn't skip ahead or anything like that. So I had to go like do the dishes or something. I went, left, came back, and she was still going.
I felt bad for her, so
Yeah.
I didn't fast forward like I did through FIFA.
That's fair.
But I was like, and then, but what really sucks to me is that, again, no gameplay.
All about. Thank you.
I have no idea what this is or plays like.
Yeah.
Art style is awesome.
Looks awesome.
What is it? What do I do? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Because we don't want to show any gameplay.
But it looks cool.
The art looks cool. I appreciate her as an artist and how passionate she was about her project. But that did nothing for me.
Yeah.
I have no clue what this is. Coming early 2019.
Yeah, and it's coming out soon. You know, relatively soon.
Yep. Then they showed NBA Live. I put NBA Live is dead. Give up. So I wrote down. They lose every year. NBA 2K crushes them.
Yeah.
They canceled a couple years ago. Like a couple. Just go away.
Seems like
you
a
have
weird-
lost the fight.
It seems like a weird effort, right? Where you could channel your energy and your resources in a different direction.
They're probably going to buy
Right.
the NBA license soon, so they can just make mediocre bullshit
Yeah.
because they get that 2K was kicking their ass with football
Mhm.
before they bought the NFL license.
Yeah.
And monopolized it. So we can skip through that. I skipped all of the Madden, the douchebag. Did you see this guy?
I didn't see this.
Oh my god, this guy.
Oh! I came in right at the end
Look
of this.
at this
He was like
motherfucker.
the Madden champion or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
It's a big night for young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here
He just seems like such a D-bag.
Looking to accomplish a goal.
Third and four, throws it low. T.Y.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
40 to 19.
I don't know. You can pause it.
Oh god.
Okay. I don't want to hate on the guy because I do appreciate high level anything, and he is apparently a great
Yeah, he
Madden
comes out and
player.
immediately starts talking shit to Juju Schuster-Smith.
But again,
Smith-Schuster,
I think this was probably rehearsed in some way, kind of scripted, kind of contextualized. Like, I don't know. I appreciate that he's great at the game and that they used him to help promote that. I don't know how well it worked or how effective
you
it was.
just don't need these sports titles in here.
In the conference, yeah,
No,
I agree.
no
with you.
one, no one's gonna watch this.
No
and be
one's
I'm
like-
gonna buy Madden. I've never bought a Madden before.
No one's like, I'm a Jared fan. I'm gonna go. I don't even know.
I'm a
what
young
I made
Kiv
that up.
fan.
Young Kiv, yeah.
He
Shout
does
out
look
to-
like a Jared. though.
Shout out to Young Kiv. He looks like a Jared.
Ugh.
Shout out to Jared.
He might be a nice guy, but he
He
acts
might
like
be
a
a nice
douchebag the whole time.
Uh,
I wasn't just saying that I think he's a douchebag. He comes out and he's like, like he like acts
Again,
like a d-bag.
I don't think that's him though. I feel like maybe that was part of some kind of choreography that took some kind of weird, sketchy choreography that happened.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Then they got to the. So I fast forwarded through most of that once he opened his mouth. I was like, all right. So what do we got next here?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional.
You know what this is?
Here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Wood. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome match.
Oh, this is the
This
yeah,
is-
Command and
this-
Conquer. Yeah.
I fast forwarded this whole.
Yeah.
So you want to just do that?
Yeah, of course. We're gonna,
It's a mobile game. They spend like 20 minutes on it.
20 at least. Yeah, it went on forever. Professional. What do you call himself? Shoutcaster or whatever for gaming.
All right, we're already at 23. God damn it.
Yeah, we're the worst. Let's just skip over this.
Do you want to just get to why we're really here?
Get to why we're here.
All right, let's get to why we're here, guys. That is Anthem.
Anthem.
The highlight.
Yep.
Can I be honest?
Yep.
I was impressed.
Yeah. Good.
I'm not like, oh my god, Anthem, I can't wait. But I was like,
Take my money.
it was more like, oh,
Yeah, I mean, after
Destiny.
when you watch 58 minutes of garbage,
of nothing.
I mean, they could have like danced kind of well on stage, and I would have been, you know what I mean? Like I would have been happy. You know, I've never been crazy excited about Anthem.
No, neither have I.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like we share that sentiment, but
It's just such a strong
it
art
looks
direction.
great. It's so unique, kind of as far as the theme of it goes.
Yeah. The gameplay. Here's the thing. if it's anything like Andromeda, one thing Andromeda really had was excellent gameplay.
Yeah.
Really good combat. Like, the best in the series. And I'm excited for that. I was interested in their approach. They're saying that the combat zone with the missions is a shared world with your friends, but when you go back to your home base, it's a single player experience with dialogue and story choices, like BioWare is known for.
Yep.
I don't know. What are your impressions after seeing this?
So my impressions, which is something I think we already knew, what I really took away from it and I was excited about is one of them talks about how the focus is not on, what do they call the suit again?
Javelin.
It is not on the Javelin. It is that you're a pilot and you have many Javelins you can choose from, which I like a lot. I like that you can jump in and choose a class and kind of work with that class. I don't know.
Very Destiny.
Yeah, it is very Destiny, but maybe this will feel more personal than Destiny did. I know Destiny 2 had the shaders and you could do that and stuff, but I think you can take your Javelin and kind of shape it to your game, your fighting style a little bit different.
Gameplay and customization, because they had there's the different classes.
I almost called him a Jaeger.
Oh, so that one was a Jaeger. Yeah, that would work. Concept art. Anyway, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Someone asked about customization.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. But yeah, so there's these different class-based abilities. It looks cool, man.
Yeah, we've seen this. But no, it looks crazy.
It's a pretty game.
Yeah.
It looks like Andromeda combat-wise.
Really?
Which
and I never played Andromeda. So.
Fast-paced, fluid as all hell. Act third person, highly mobile, jet, jump, dodge, roll, cover, just a blast to play. So if it's the same way, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrea, this was so.
Andrea, we love you. This is not out of a place of disrespect. We have whatever they made you do. We understand. I'm sorry for you. This is a big opportunity for you.
I hope you get to do it again.
I still love you, and I
With
hope
a better
you get to do it
conference.
again. I hope you're treated better.
So here's that customization part.
Javelin plays through gear
Awesome.
and weapons, but also being able to personalize.
There's they sneak N7 in here.
Both through paint jobs as well as
There it is.
the actual geometry of the suit itself.
That's so cool. I didn't notice the N7 before.
Really cool. That's the kind of stuff I love. I love customization like that. The javelins as a class is a really good idea.
Just stop it. Just stop it, please.
I'm
please.
so sorry, Andrea. Yeah, this was obviously the highlight, and it was. I went from not giving any shits about this game.
Yeah.
Assuming it was going to be bad because EA's toxicity just leaks into every vein of its massive, decrepit, corrupt body.
Yep.
Including, it looked like there's all these rumors about the development just going terribly and they're just bleeding talent out, and this took me from complete pessimism to interested.
Okay.
I'm not day one purchase at this point, but I'm going to be watching it with a raised eyebrow.
Yeah.
And if the reviews come out and it pops 9s and if it pops like an 85 or plus on Metacritic,
this
and everyone's interested in picking it up and playing it together.
You read my mind.
They need to keep this going.
Yeah, you read my mind. It's one of those things like Destiny was, where it looks interesting. It looks like it would be fun given the right circumstances with all your friends are playing it. That was gonna be my thing. If everyone's picking it up, I'll probably pick it up and jump in. But I couldn't see myself playing it alone. You know what I mean? Living in that world by yourself.
They didn't really do a good job of introducing the lore. It was really confusing. She's like, and the anthem of creation with I'm like, I don't. And as a lore junkie with other nerdy stuff, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. It didn't sound like it didn't have a good explanation. Like with Mass Effect, they're like, this takes place in the future. We've discovered alien artifacts that have helped us jump to light speed.
They kind of paint the picture a little bit before they.
It's more of a simple description that we can fit our minds around. Whereas this, I was like, wait, what? Anthem of what?
We still don't know very much.
But it looks really good.
Yeah.
The gameplay looks excellent. I'm going to turn those numbers off. I hate that crap.
Yeah.
But it looks awesome. I love the different customized javelins and all that stuff. And then to finish up this video,
we're almost at 30 minutes.
There it is.
Launch date February 22nd, 2019. Same date as Days Gone.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it. You think it'll get delayed?
I think if I had to pick one out of those two that is going to get delayed, it'd be this one.
Days Gone's been delayed a lot already.
That's true, but we got a lot of gameplay last time.
Yeah.
You know, and that was your point, you know, because I was even saying I'd be surprised if it came out early next year, and you were right, we did get a lot of gameplay. So I would say, given the amount of content we've been exposed to, if one was going to be delayed, and I'd bet money that one of them will, it'll be this.
Yeah, and this was the only legitimate true high note I had of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was impressed by Anthem.
Yeah.
Not blown away. I'm not running around the house like, and trust me, like, not that I know this won't happen, but like if Elder Scrolls 6 got announced, like,
yep,
I might like break down. You know what I mean?
Break down.
It's like,
he would call
that's not
me,
going to happen.
He would call me in tears.
It's not going to
just
happen.
Confused.
It will not happen.
I would
0%
find you
chance.
in Scottsdale
But I'm just,
somewhere.
as an example.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel that here.
Yeah.
But I was impressed. I am more optimistic than I was, and I will watch every release with interest from here.
There it is, guys. All
right,
that is
we'll
our
cut
reaction.
some of this down. I'll cut some of this down. But.
Yeah, and that's our reaction to EA's showing of the beginning of E3 2018.
You want to do letter grades for these?
Yeah. Just the general ABCDF?
Yep.
Okay.
You can do minuses and pluses like actual.
Okay. Yeah, I
What
like
would
that.
you do?
It's hard. So as a whole, because they finish it off on a relatively higher note, I gave it like a C minus. As far
You're
as
nice.
I know, as far as like my excitement goes, because I figured you were going to go lower. So I'm trying to kind of play devil's advocate a little bit. As far as like my level of excitement goes, it's still low.
Right.
It's just enough to pass, if you will.
There was
with a
only
C-.
like 2 clips of gameplay in an hour and a half.
An hour and a half conference.
Probably what, like 12, 15 minutes of gameplay?
Yep, way too long. The Command and Conquer thing is ridiculous.
FIFA, Madden, Command and Conquer, NBA Live.
But I
all
know
just
the FIFA
crap.
Madden things don't bother me because I know the audience is there. But again, you're right. I think that the
They're
conference
there, but they're not
could be
here.
used. They're not in there.
No.
But they're out there somewhere. I give it a powerful C minus 70, pushing a D.
Yeah, I'll give it a
Right.
D.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a D.
Solid D?
Anthem is the only reason that it's not an F. This is an F conference through and through,
Yeah.
with the exception of Anthem.
Yeah.
Actually, and Battlefront, that somehow actually garnered a little bit of interest in me, which
Yeah.
I was blown away by because
Yeah.
I'm so sour on that.
Right.
So for those reasons, I won't give it an F, but that is an F conference if you don't have Anthem here. So
You heard it here first, people.
All right, guys, we've got Microsoft we're watching today, so they're going to be staggered.
Yep.
So tomorrow, so on Monday the 11th,
Right.
we're going to have our Microsoft and Bethesda reaction videos out.
Yeah. Yep.
And then today, Sunday, by the evening, hopefully you'll be watching this. So stick around for E3 for the rest of this time. I'm excited. This hasn't dampened me because
No.
Alyssa asked a question. I know we got to go. Alyssa asked a question on Twitter. She said, a survey. What did you think of EA? A, hot garbage. B, exactly what you expected from EA. Or 3, it's awesome. Very excited.
Yep.
You said A, hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
I didn't vote in it because I read A and B. I'm like, those are the same thing.
Yeah, it's not a multiple choice.
It is what I expected. It is hot garbage. It's
Right,
EA.
right. Yep.
All right, guys. I'm not gonna let that dampen my spirits.
No. I think if anything, it'll help.
Right? You
Right?
can't.
Because you go in.
We can't get worse than this.
You literally can't.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Unless someone just stood there and didn't say anything for an hour and then said, "Thank you." Walked away.
Boots on the ground, and they just malfunction, and it turns out they're a robot, and like
Boots on
sparks
the
coming out.
ground.
Please stand by. A standby screen comes on.
Blue
Everyone freaks out.
boxes. All right, guys.
Later.
Later.